Did you know a Belgian Malinois can learn a new command in fewer than 5 repetitions? This is not a normal dog. This is an athlete. It is a brain with 4 legs and a powerful drive. Total control is not about being a dictator. It is not about force. It is about balance. It is about mutual respect. Total control means your dog sees you as the calm, consistent pack leader. We call it the wall of chaos. It's a barrier built brick by brick from the most common struggles owners face with these incredible dogs. It feels insurmountable, leaving you frustrated and your dog misunderstood. But every wall has a weak point, and understanding its structure is the first step to breaking through. The foundation of this wall is energy. And we're not talking about your typical happy-go-lucky dog energy. This is a nuclear reactor of contained power. A Malinois is a working dog bred for intense, prolonged tasks. Without a clear channel for this drive, it doesn't just disappear, it implodes. This is the dog that never seems to get tired, no matter how far you walk. A simple walk is not enough. It's like trying to empty a swimming pool with a teaspoon. Why? Because their energy is both physical and profoundly mental. A walk might burn a few calories, but it does little to satisfy their cognitive needs. Without a job to do, this brilliant mind turns its energy inward, and that's when it becomes destructive. This isn't malice, it's a cry for purpose. It manifests as chewing, digging, or obsessive barking. It can also curdle into anxiety and reactivity, where every passing car or person becomes a perceived threat. Then, there's the focus problem. This is the second brick in the wall. You call its name, and it stares intently at a butterfly. You ask for a sit, and it lunges at a passing bicycle. It feels like willful disobedience, but it's often a symptom of a deeper issue. It's not defiance, it's a lack of connection. Your voice is just another sound in a world full of more interesting noises. Shouting your commands only adds more energy to an already overstimulated dog. It equals more noise, and it pushes them further away, reinforcing the chaos. This directly leads to pulling on the leash. The daily walk, which should be a bonding experience, becomes a constant battle of wills. You're pulling back, they're forging ahead, and nobody's happy. You end the walk more stressed than when you started, and the dog is just as unfulfilled. All these issues are clear signs of the true problem, a leadership imbalance. When your rules are inconsistent or your energy is uncertain, you create a vacuum. Inconsistency creates confusion, and a confused dog is an insecure dog. It's a leadership vacuum that the dog, by its very nature, feels compelled to fill. They aren't trying to dominate you. They are trying to create order in a world that feels unpredictable. This is a heavy burden for a dog to carry. If any of this sounds familiar, comment with your biggest challenge below. I read and reply to as many as I can. The foundation of calm control begins outside the home, with the structured walk. This isn't just a walk, it's a moving meditation, a conversation between you and your dog. The first rule is position. The dog must walk beside you, with their shoulder aligned with your leg, or slightly behind you. This position communicates that you are leading the way, navigating the world, and they can relax and follow. They are not responsible for what's ahead, you are. This simple shift in responsibility is a massive psychological relief for a high-drive dog like a Malinois. To achieve this, use a short leash. A long line gives the dog permission to make their own decisions, to wander and explore. A short leash keeps them connected to you, in your sphere of influence. The goal is to have a U shape in the leash, with absolutely no tension. Tension is pressure, and constant pressure becomes meaningless. We want our communication to be precise and intentional. So what happens when the dog inevitably pulls ahead? This is where communication comes in. If the dog forges forward, apply a quick, firm correction to the side, guiding them back to your leg. A sharp sound, like a tst, can also be used to mark the unwanted behavior just before the physical correction. It's not about yanking or hurting the dog. Think of it as a clear, undeniable tap on the shoulder saying, "Hey, you're not where you're supposed to be." The most critical part of this process is the release. The absolute moment the dog returns to the correct position and the leash slackens, all pressure is gone. Instantly. We are not punishing bad behavior. We are communicating a boundary and then rewarding the correct choice with calm and quiet. This pressure and release system is the language of dogs. It's how they learn. This walk is powerful because it works on two levels. The brisk pace drains the dog's immense physical energy, but the structure, the constant need to pay attention to your pace and position, drains their mental energy. A tired dog is good, but a fulfilled dog is calm. This isn't a once-a-week activity. Do this every single day. Consistency is what builds the relationship and solidifies the rules in your dog's mind. Now let's bring that leadership inside. You must create clear rules and boundaries within the home. Your house is not a free-for-all playground. It's a space of calm cooperation. This starts with thresholds, doorways, gates, even the transition from carpet to tile. A key ritual is feeding time. The dog must wait for your permission to eat. You place the bowl down, and they must remain in a sit or a down, waiting for your release cue. This simple act of impulse control teaches patience and reinforces that all good things come from you, the leader. At every threshold, you always go first. Through the front door, out of the car, into a room. You claim the space first, then invite the dog to follow. It's a small, non-confrontational way to say, I'm in charge here. These small moments, waiting for food, respecting doorways, holding a place command while you move around the house, are the building blocks. They continuously reinforce your position as a calm, confident leader and cultivate a calm state of mind in your dog. Notice that no treats are needed for this. We are not bribing the dog for compliance. The reward is the clarity you provide, the removal of pressure, and the calm, stable environment you create. That is far more valuable to a dog than a piece of food. Now, for formal training, forget the idea of grueling, hour-long sessions. A Malinois' mind works in sharp, intense bursts. We mirror that. Think 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes of focused work, repeated 3 or 4 times throughout the day, is infinitely more effective. It keeps the dog engaged, prevents burnout, and fits easily into any schedule. In each 5-minute session, work on one simple command. Perfect the sit, solidify the stay, master the place command. Don't try to teach everything at once. Go for quality, not quantity. Use clear, consistent hand signals along with your verbal cues. Dogs are highly visual. By pairing a physical gesture with a word, you are building multiple pathways for communication. You are building the muscle of listening, teaching your dog to focus on you, waiting for that next piece of clear information. We've talked about tools, techniques, and commands, but now we arrive at the absolute core of the relationship you have with your Malinois. The single most important tool in your entire arsenal is not the leash in your hand. It is not the high-value treat in your pocket. It is your energy, your internal state, your mindset. These physical tools are merely extensions of your intent. Without the correct intent, a leash is just a rope, and a treat is just a bribe. Your energy is the invisible language that your dog understands more profoundly than any word you can speak. It's the foundation upon which all successful training is built. A Belgian Malinois, more than almost any other breed, is like a high-definition mirror. It doesn't just reflect your actions, it reflects your deepest emotional state with startling accuracy. It will reflect your energy right back at you. If you are calm, centered, and confident, you will see a dog that is relaxed, focused, and ready to work with you. If you are anxious, hesitant, or uncertain, you will see a dog that is skittish, distracted, and looking for threats in the environment because it feels its leader is not in control. This is not disobedience, it's instinct. Think about it from their perspective. If you are frustrated or angry, your heart rate increases, your muscles tighten, your breathing becomes shallow. Your dog senses these subtle physiological shifts instantly. To them, this signals danger or instability in the pack leader. As a result, the dog becomes tense and reactive. Their ears will pin back, their body will stiffen, and they'll either shut down completely or become hyper-vigilant, ready to react to the slightest stimulus. In that state, learning is impossible. The training is over before it begins. You've created an environment of stress, not a classroom for learning. Any command you give is filtered through that wall of tension, and you'll find yourself in a frustrating loop. Your frustration makes the dog tense, and the dog's tension makes you more frustrated. So, how do we control this? We implement a non-negotiable ritual. I call it the 60-second reset. Before you even think about picking up the leash, before you open the door for a walk, before you start a training session, you must first manage yourself. Stop. Take a deep breath, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4, and exhaling for 6. Do this for 1 full minute. As you breathe, consciously relax your shoulders. Stand up straight, planting your feet firmly on the ground. Feel confident. This isn't just a mental trick, it's a physiological one. It lowers your heart rate and signals to your own nervous system that you are in control. From this state, you can project quiet leadership, what many call calm assertive energy. It's a presence that says, I have this under control. It's not about being dominant or aggressive. It's about being a stable, reliable anchor for your dog in a world that can feel chaotic to them. This means no anger when they make a mistake. No yelling when they don't listen immediately. Just an unshakable, quiet knowing that you are the leader and you will keep the pack safe. This unwavering confidence is what your Malinois craves. It allows them to stop worrying about the environment and instead focus entirely on you for guidance. Your dog will feel this shift in you instantly. The tension in their own body will dissipate. It will relax. It will trust you. This trust is the currency of your relationship. When you have it, you can ask anything of your dog. Without it, even the simplest request becomes a battle. If you find this tip on energy useful, a super thanks on the video helps us create more content just like this. Make this a habit. Before feeding, walking, or training, stop. Take 1 minute. Breathe. And crucially, visualize the outcome you want. Don't picture the dog pulling on the leash or jumping on guests. That's rehearsing for failure. Instead, see your dog walking calmly on a loose leash right by your side. Picture them sitting patiently for their food. Imagine them holding a perfect focused heel as another dog walks by. Hold that image in your mind. Feel the pride and calm associated with that success. You are setting your own brain, and by extension your dog's brain, up for success. Remember this, you are the thermostat, not the thermometer. A thermometer simply reflects the temperature of the room. A thermostat sets it. You don't just react to your dog's energy, you actively create the emotional environment for your entire pack. You set the temperature in the room. Total control is not about force, it's about influence. It is the sum of thousands of small moments of consistent, calm, and confident leadership. It's a commitment to managing your own state before you ask anything of your dog. This is a lifestyle, not a quick fix, and it is the true secret to unlocking the incredible potential of your Belgian Malinois. Practice the mindset and the method, and you will not just have a well-behaved dog. You will have a true partner. You will unlock the incredible potential of the Belgian Malinois. Share your stories. What challenges have you overcome? Start today and check out our next video for more training tips. Be the leader your dog needs.